it looks. If they ever get loose, you don't know what's going to happen next. Some of the things, I hope that you're able to do a lot of things in life. I hope that you're able to grow tall and to grow up. Whatever you want to be, or whatever God wants you to be, or whatever you want to do, or what God wants you to do, you'll be able to accomplish. I hope that there are many things that you can do. You may want to play sports. You may want to dance. You may want to play an instrument, the piano, or the ukulele, or the violin, the guitar. You might want to make things, or create things, or repair things. You know, you might want to be a doctor, or work on cars, or be a welder, or a bricklayer. One of the most important people in my life was a brick mason. He was the coach of my baseball team. Well, sometimes, however, things look impossible, and so I don't think I can do that. Well, there are just a lot of things in this world that you and I can't do. I would never sit up here and tell you you can do anything you want to do, because you can't. You know, I was telling somebody the other day that one of my favorite superheroes growing up was Superman. Superman can fly. Well, when Superman was first invented or created, he's not a real person. Superman's not real. He's just a character in a comic book. But Superman couldn't fly when he was first created. He could jump. That sounds silly, but he could jump over buildings. And so when he needed to get someplace in a hurry, he could just jump, kind of like the Incredible Hulk does, which they created by similar people. But anyway, he figured out he could fly, so that was a lot better than you should have been super frog or something. I mean, just jumping. Well, when you see something that looks hard to do, don't let it frighten you. And when you see something that you think might be impossible to do, don't let that scare you off, because there are many things that look impossible that are not. Now, I've got a big playing card. This is like the cards that you play, and I've got it creased where I can fold it. But I want you to see there's a hole in it. Hello! And can you see it's got nothing in it but a pretty picture? And you can see the crease there, but I want you to see that there aren't any cuts or tears or no slits or slots there. It's just a hole right there. And this is, you'd say, well, that came out of the hole. Well, it really didn't. This came from a different card. It's a spade, but I want you to see that this piece of card is bigger than this hole. See there? If I put it back there, you can see that this is a lot bigger than that hole. And if I wanted to put this through that, I'd say, well, that's impossible. I can't get that. This won't go through there. I'm going to put this right here. I want you to be able to see it. I'm not going to change it out. I'm going to fold this up right here into a pocket. That's why I had that crease there. And there are no lines or creases there. It's just, it makes it the hole like a half moon. And I'm going to take this, and what happens is you can slide that down inside there, and it'll fit down in that hole. It'll just kind of fall down into it. Now, what I'm going to do is slide it into place where you can see it. See it right there? So I kind of made a sandwich and then put that down inside him, and I'm going to pull that through that hole. So, well, that's impossible. Let me show you something. Watch this right here. So I pulled it right out of that hole. Pull it right out. So I know how to do that. There are many things that we can know. And in the message that I'm going to be preaching today, Jesus tells his disciples, he says, there's something that you know. And they said, we don't know. And Jesus says, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know. And there are lots of things that God says, there are things you can do that you don't know you can do. There are things that I want you to do that look impossible. I hope that when you face things in your life that look hard or difficult or impossible, that you will ask God to help you. God, help me. This looks impossible.